After Swamp Rat places spy in Oval Office, Trump's brutal surprise destroys her. By Rebecca DeCirio, Politics US News for MadWorldNews.com. Right now, the Democrats and the deep state rats are mobilizing to undermine and overthrow President Donald Trump. Never before have the brazen anti-Trump forces worked so feverishly to obliterate the president. So when one of the swamp rats placed a spy in the Oval Office, Trump destroys her with a brutal surprise that every American has the right to know. When President Trump met with Russian President Vladimir Putin, the anti-Trump forces went into overdrive, spewing lies and propaganda. Even staunch Trump supporters like Newt Gingrich is buying into the fake news, or he is a part of the deep state. Trump has enemies all around him. That's surprising for Newt Gingrich to turn, right? That's surprising to me. That sparked the swamp rats into action, sensing the president is vulnerable. One leftist reporter named Emily Kahn Singer, a Hillary Clinton backer who has made a living trashing Trump, decided to intentionally lie about a so-called Russian spy named Maria Butina meeting with the president in the Oval Office. Wow. I thought this was a Photoshop, but it's not. This is Maria Butina, arrested for being a Russian spy in the Oval Office with Trump. However, the person in the photo Singer posted and has gone viral is not Maria Butina. It's some White House staffer. So, who is Maria Butina? She's the latest deep state plant who is now charged with being a Russian spy. Yes, Butina is a Russian who was working for a group of Russian Clinton associates looking to set up Trump. Wow. Emily Singer, I've deleted the tweet. I cannot confirm that it is Butina and maybe an NSC staffer. Okay, all this may be Kari Lutkins from the NSC. I may delete this tweet. Well, in fact, the real Butina was just charged as a spy, but Robert Mueller wants nothing to do with her because the indictment is a huge nothing burger. It's all a big show to make Trump look guilty. The New York Times reports the charges were filed by Justice Department National Security prosecutors, not the special counsel Robert S. Mueller III. They add, the investigation into Ms. Butina has been proceeding for some time and was carried out parallel to Mr. Mueller's investigation. A former official said FBI agents raided her home in April. Her lawyer said, if this is such a huge deal and Butina's home was raided back in April, why are we just hearing about it now? I agree. Also, why does Rod Rosenstein wait until Trump is set to meet with Putin to indict 12 Russians? The indictment is full of bullcrap. Well, that makes sense. The conservative Treehouse reports while the DOJ document, Rosenstein's 12 Russian indictment, is full of detailed accusations, which has given the narrative engineers a great deal of fuel, there's a specific aspect missing. The entire indictment is based on the premise of the FBI conducting some unexplained and unsubstantiated form of forensic data analysis to formulate their detailed conclusions. CTH continues. However, can anyone explain how this FBI forensic data analysis was possible when the FBI was never allowed access to the DCCC or DCCC, whatever, DNC, and Clinton campaign servers? The indictment is a grand exposition in explaining something without a single citation or factual evidence for how they arrived at the multitude of conclusions. Here's the kicker, that President Trump told the world during his presser with Putin. When Trump responded to his thoughts on the Russian hacking our democracy question, he blasted back saying, "So let me just say that we have two thoughts. You have groups that are wondering why the FBI never took the server. Haven't they taken the server? Why was the FBI told to leave the office of the DNC?" If you read through the entire indictment of the 12 Russians, guess who they are and what they are charged with. They are equivalent to our CIA spies, and they are charged not with hacking, but with spear phishing. Is this for real? Do the deep state rats like Rod Rosenstein think Americans are so stupid that they would buy this nonsense? Nowhere in the indictment does it even mention hacking anything. So these Russians are charged with doing what any 12-year-old computer literate kid can do. That's interesting. Paul Sperry, POTUS, has a point. Where is the underlying evidence in the Mueller indictment? If he had no access to the DNC server, how did he arrive at his forensic conclusions? Did Mueller, like Comey, simply rely on the DNC contractor CrowdStrike's report? Mueller's office refuses to say. Let's be clear. Our government and every major government on earth are spying on each other in some way. This is no bombshell. But this indictment does not prove it was Russians or anyone, because the FBI never inspected the servers. The FBI's entire indictment rests with a Ukrainian company called CrowdStrike, who was paid by the DNC and Hillary Clinton to produce a bogus report which says, "Sure looks like the Russians hacked the DNC." That's all they got for proof? The entire indictment reads like a bad spy novel? Trump blew up the deep state when he asked the question, where are the servers? And now he is suffering the consequences of those actions from the Putin presser. The truth is, as Trump also said, what happened to the servers of the Pakistani gentleman that worked on the DNC? Where are those servers? They're missing. Where are they? Yes, where are the Iwan brothers? And why the media blackout on the guys who really had access to the DNC servers and were caught hacking over 33 Democratic congressmen and stealing entire computers? They did obtain classified information, and they have ties to Pakistani intelligence. Where is all the evidence that anyone hacked our democracy? There is not one shred of evidence, and President Trump is tired of the lies. He blew up the deep state during the Putin presser, and now the Democrats and many GOP politicians are saying Trump was soft on Putin, or Trump is committing treason. No, Trump was going with his gut. He was boldly telling the truth. Calling Putin out as a liar in front of the world would have accomplished nothing. The swamp desperately wanted Trump to take the bait and blame Putin to cover their crimes. Trump is now banking on the American people. We must push back against the leftist media and all their cohorts calling Trump treasonous. It's time the entire truth comes out. President Trump refuses to back down from the deep state, and every American must send a signal to those swamp rats. It's time they crawl back into the darkness, They don't run Washington, D.C. anymore. Absolutely. You see how the mainstream media is actually pushing this narrative? Why would they push so hard? Why? You see? But the people are not stupid. And basically, that's a very good question. Where are the servers? CrowdStrike with the Ukraine? Didn't McCain have ties to the Ukraine there or something? Where are the servers? We're going along with, and the DNC just said, no, we're not turning over our servers. CrowdStrike looked into it, and that's that. But yet they raid everybody else to get the information. And the setup over here to get the news out that there was a Russian spy here. I mean, you know, like enough is enough already. I think Trump is going to reach the breaking point where he's going to say to release all the documents, demand the release of all the documents. We're not going to go through the protocol, just release them and let's see them finally. And heads are going to start to roll, because you know you can push somebody just too far. This is enough, and the media is as Trump has said, it is the enemy of the people, because they're not giving the real news. And then you have a couple of rhinos and a couple of and all the Democrats banding together to discredit President Trump. But this strikes me as odd about Newt Gingrich. I don't know. I didn't see anything, so I don't know. That's odd to me. But enough is enough already. I say get them, get the military out right after. You know, have the military prepared when you release the documents, because there's going to be an uproar, and start locking them up and raiding a few places also. Why not? Why not? Mueller doesn't seem to have a problem with raiding anybody on Trump's side of the aisle. No, he doesn't have any trouble, so go for it. Why not? Two can play the same game, right? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.